You just licked your fingers.
And I'm not allowed to even lick my fingers now.
You're going to handle the cheese.
Hey?
You're going to handle the cheese.
Not with me fingers much.
What else are you going to handle it with? Your nose? The knife that you're going to lick? Hello, welcome to Fun with Fromage, which features me and the naughty knife licker, Phil. I hope you're well.
So today we've got a very nice piece of
Thumb licking going on.
Cheshire Cheese.
Was it tasty when you licked it off your fingers?
It was very tasty, yeah. This is a cheese which you have got a bit of a love-hate relationship with, isn't it?
Yes.
You've in the past said you don't like crumbly cheeses because they're a bit unruly and unmanageable, and you've also said that you just don't like the taste of them.
Yeah, they can
however, you have come across some Cheshires that you've liked and some Cheshire-esque cheeses. You know, those sort of white crumbly cheeses like the Wensleydale, which...
Yeah.
But then again, you love a Derby, and that's not a million miles. Excuse me.
Is the Derby the one with the herbs in it?
The Sage Derby is.
That's what I love.
The plain Derby you really like as well, though.
Do I?
Yeah, you did, because I was giving you plain Derby long before we had the Sage Derby.
Okay.
And that was your big favourite for a long while. I haven't seen plain Derby for a while. So...
Have you got any facts or anything interesting to say about this cheese then?
I could tell you that there's an excellent pub in Derbyshire called the Cheshire Cheese, which in a tradition of country pubs I think is owned by an ex-footballer. But other than that, I don't really know very much about Cheshire Cheese. This is Cheshire Cheese by Benson's. Yeah.
Lisange.
What?
This is an apple out of our garden.
It fell off the tree this morning.
No, a critter just crawled inside it. Just went up back inside it like a caterpillar.
Did it?
Yeah, in that little hole. There's a caterpillar living in there.
Well, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
Yeah. Do you want to put it down?
Sorry.
We were doing something.
Sorry.
No, that is genuinely exciting.
That is exciting.
Let's turn
It's
it
like a
towards
very hungry caterpillar.
Well, the very hungry caterpillar probably wants some cheese. So do you want to try a bit of this?
If I put the apple on there, then we can maybe coax him out of the apple and into the cheese.
Let's pop him on there and the boys and girls can see if he comes out.
People!
There you go.
No, it could be like a pantomime. You know, like...
He's behind.
Yeah. There's no caterpillar. There's a caterpillar. No, there's no caterpillar.
Okay. Do you want to try a piece of the cheese?
Yes.
I think that's a very small piece of cheese to be starting with that.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
The thing with Cheshire cheese is it is quite acidic, isn't it?
It's quite acidic and
it's not incredibly salty.
I've got no moisture in my mouth now either.
Which is why what you want.
No, I'm not keen on that.
Have a bit with a piece of.
Do I have to?
That will be revolutionary. That, I'm telling you. You'll love it. Your mouth will love you for the rest of the day.
But people die during revolutions.
Is that better?
That's a nice tomato ruin by cheese. It's just not my cup of tea.
Really?
Yeah.
You're not into it?
I'm done.
Where are you going?
I'm getting a glass of water.
Well, maybe it's terrible with a piece of tomato. I don't know. Tasty plum tomatoes. That's great. That's absolutely great. Maybe
Just not my cup of tea. That's all. It's just not my cup of tea. I'll have the tomato. Thank you very much. Tomato's very nice.
Try that.
I don't want the cheese.
Try it this time. It's got a little bit of salt with it as well. We were saying that it's not. Go on, try it.
I don't want the cheese.
But this is science.
No, you've got it confused. This is bullying.
Isn't that the same thing?
No. No.
No?
No.
It's really delicious.
Oh, mate, do you know? Right, I used to have these battles with my mum as a kid. I was the child who would, she would make me eat my meals the next day, clap cold, and I'd be like, right, well, I'll do that then, if that's what I've got to do. But you don't win in food fights with me.
What sort of foods did you refuse to eat back then?
Liver. I hated liver.
Anything else?
Cheese.
Cheese?
Yeah. Rice pudding. Most of my mum's cooking, because she wasn't very good at cooking.
And
mashed potatoes, because she made the mashed potatoes with water rather than butter, rather than milk, and they were horrible and lumpy. Fish fingers. Most vegetables, actually. Carrots, peas,
almost everything.
broccoli.
Almost everything I make that you really like. At some point,
I'm talking about when I was like 4 or 5 years old, but yeah, I was really.
You battled with me and said, I don't like
mushrooms. I have a very traumatic relationship with mushrooms. I have mushroom days and non-mushroom days. I am a very picky eater, I know.
How do you know that today might be
Mate, I've just tried the chuffing cheese, and today it's a no-go. I suspect every day it's a no-go because it's very acidic.
And weirdly, with the tomato, it's much better, and the tomato's acidic as well.
Well, you say something right. I'm not going to say anything nice, so why don't you review the cheese rather than me just keep going on about how much I dislike the cheese?
Yeah, so this is great. I like it.
It's a nice colour. There we go. I'll give it that.
I'm going to have one of their khaki biscuits.
It came in a nice shape. Don't even like the texture of it. It's crumbly. All wrong. Yuck.
You see that crumbling of the cheese in your mouth as you eat sort of chew a piece of it is part of the joy of it, I think.
It's just making me crumble.
With a bit of chutney.
So, today...
That's it. The Cheshire loves the sweet of the chutney or the tomato.
Do you know what? I hate it when people say that sort of silly shit.
What?
Tomatoes love salt. They don't. They're not sentient creatures. They don't love anything. They go nicely with. It's a wanky thing to say.
I'll remember that. Tomatoes are just like the moon. They don't love anything.
I love you.
Can't you just tell?
Totally love you.
I think that's on that bombshell.
Yeah.
No one was expecting it to end like that.
So, yeah. Don't leave the knife. Be nice. Bye.